The reason why building momentum is one of the most important things that I believe that everyone should be focusing on right now in your life is because momentum helps the obstacles and the challenges that you're going to be going through in life easier to overcome. Now, what do I mean by that? Think about it. Is it easier to jump further by standing and jumping, or getting a running head start, right? And for most of you, if you were to answer that question, well, duh, Drew, if I were to run from, let's say, give me a 6 meter head start, right? I start 6 meters and I get all the way to the point and I can jump as farther than someone who just stands there and tries to jump that far. And the difference is, as you're running, as you're starting, you're building that momentum as you're going closer and closer and closer to that point before you pop off and launch off. You've built all that energy up to that point. Now, if we take this concept and apply it to your life and apply it to where we are right now, right? The vast majority of people are in a state of stagnation. They've reached a state of stagnation where, and most of it is to no fault of their own. It's economical situations and different circumstances. But majority of people right now are in a situation where they feel like they're in a moment of standstill. They've reached stagnation. And here's the thing. Stagnation is incredibly dangerous because when things get stagnant, when things don't move, things eventually die. Okay? And that's why building momentum is very important. Starting to figure out, hey, okay, this right now, the situation we're in, yeah, it's terrible. It sucks. But I gotta figure out what I need to do. I need to start making moves now. I need to start planning. And all it really takes is you making and committing to making little decisions every day, spending maybe at least 5 minutes on those decisions every single day that's going to lead you to whatever goal you've set for yourself. And that's the most important thing. You have to set a goal first. Set a goal for where you are in this world of stagnation right now, because you got to realize no matter what, times goes on and it will keep going on. So set a goal for yourself, and every single day set at least 5 minutes for yourself and start working towards that. And before you know it, little by little, little by little, little by little, you are slowly starting to build that momentum. Before you know it, boom, 2 months go by, 3 months go by. All of a sudden, you're further than where you would have been before. This is why momentum is incredibly important, because without momentum, a lot of people will find it hard to be successful. A lot of people will really find it hard to achieve what it is that you want to do. Go ahead. I dare you. Try it. Try doing something. Set a big goal for yourself and try accomplishing it with no plan, no strategy, no will, nothing behind it. You're not going to get very far. Okay? You don't just it's like, people who those New Year's Eve or New Year's gym lifters, right? They come in after the New Year's because they got that New Year goal for losing weight and shit. And after a couple months, 4 months, 5 months, they're out of the gym and it's completely empty, right? What happened in that situation is that you got people who all of a sudden it's like, well, I have this fixed goal for myself and this is where I want to be. And they think I just got to go in the gym, and maybe I do a couple reps here, maybe spend a couple more sets here on the time on the set here. And I'm going to get to that goal. Maybe a month later, they don't see any progress. 2 months later, they don't see any progress. 3 months later, they're back at home doing the same thing they started before. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about digging deep and spending little by little. You don't want to eat. You don't want to, when you're setting your goal, You don't want to set it something that's too big. You don't want to set something that's too big where you take a look at it and it almost kind of defeats you before you even get started. That's the problem with a lot of us. We set big goals and we start looking at the entire piece rather than taking it bit by bit. This is how momentum starts. Okay, because when you try to tackle the entire problem, when you try to tackle the entire goal, as big as it is for yourself, as ambitious as it is, you are not going to accomplish it. Okay, because you have no momentum behind it. There has to be trials. There has to be a buildup, and the buildup starts with making little decisions day in and day out, spending that little time. You're keeping focus of the bigger picture, but you're making little decisions day in and day out. What you have to understand is, in the context of what we're in right now, where everyone feels like we're in a position of stagnation, right? It's not over. Don't let yourself go, 45 pounds because you feel like you're stuck at home. You got to eat nachos. Don't give up on your work, your business ideas, your future potential because you don't think anything can come of it. What you have to do now more than ever is start really critically thinking about where you want to be. And once you've thought about that, you have to set a goal. And once you set that goal, every single day, you have to commit 5 minutes. 5 minutes to making a decision that's going to lead you one step closer to that goal. That's it. And before you know it, you're getting to a stage where it's whenever you're encountering obstacles, whenever you're encountering challenges, it just becomes that much easier to overcome. It just becomes that much easier because you're not frustrated anymore when things aren't working out or things don't go as according to plan, right? Because you're building all this momentum, you can see all these different opportunities that can come out at you. And you can see the obstacles for what they are. And based off the experience you've built from the momentum you've created, you can use to navigate that. So it helps you not only better overcome the obstacles and challenges that you're going to go through in life, but it helps you by making those decisions bit by bit. As long as you're focused on it and you dedicate and commit at least 5 minutes of that to that goal, before you know it, you've eaten the whole pie. And that's it.